All right, y'all, we live. We live, we live, we live, baby. We live, we live, we live, baby. We live, we live. We live, we live. We live. Let's send it to the group chat. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Y'all, we can't to the action. We can't to the action. We about to set up camera equipment for this wedding. Y'all know, gotta check mics. Yes, sir. Gotta check which one of them on. I don't know if I'm gonna do. Oh snap! Damn, I wish I could share it to my Facebook, but I can't even share it to. Damn, I think it's gonna go to Andy's. Nah, it's gonna go straight to Andy's. I can't even set. I can't even set up my own Facebook. I gotta get the fuck off of Andy's shit, bro. I gotta do one. I wanna set up. Gotta set up my gimbal first, cause it's like the key piece. Cause I'm about to get some shots of the background. I'm about to get some shots of like they set up a table there. Looks like they got invitations and looks like the ceremony. So this looks like the ceremony gonna be ceremony and reception and cocktail hour gonna be outside. So we probably gonna be doing some first looks and some stuff right here where the tables are set up at. But I'm gonna make sure I show y'all what the um I'll make sure I show y'all what the ceremony look like. So we're setting up our gimbal, setting up our gimbal, and then we're gonna use this one. Gotta make sure, always make sure you wipe your lenses. Always make sure you wipe, always. So we're going to grab our batteries. I have like 5 batteries. I got them all charged, and I got my checklist. We're gonna do battery number 1. All right. Earlier today, I already made sure it was set up on picture profile, and I made sure it was set up on. I made sure I formatted the memory card. I made sure I had clear space. All the cameras are on 1.5 right now, and then 800 ISO since I'm already in the picture profile. And when the editors go to edit, they'll be able to do a clean edit because both camera angles are having it looks the same, literally looks the same. So it's so much better when you color grade this shit. Because having like it took me a while to actually like really be like, all right, Matt, you really need to use picture profiling, but it's just actually just learning a skill and wanting to get into it and be better. So by me being being able to use LUTs and LUTs and figuring out how that works for video, you incorporate that into your flat picture profile so that way you can color grade it however you want without it looking super duper crazy. Because man, when you got different camera angles and you got 2 different cameras and then 2 different lenses, and then you shoot in both and then the color comes out just looking crazy or it just simply doesn't match, like you got to make sure, like this is my rule, like always buy 2. Like I want to buy FX3, so that's my next, I'm going to buy FX3, but when I buy it I can't just buy one, like you have to buy 2 because I shoot 2 camera angles a lot of the projects that I do. It just makes it much more important to have that quality of work, so that way I know that I'm charging that quality of work when I actually am out on these projects. So I'm getting my money's worth. So next, we got our Ronin set up already. I always use a gimbal. Sometimes I like my handheld shots, but um, I'm going to use the gimbal because I love getting those smooth shots. So we're going to set up the Sony A7. This is Sony A7R2. We're going to set this up on the gimbal. So always schedule myself an hour ahead for weddings specifically. So that gives me time to set up equipment, do some BTS. Um, it's always important to, when you're working on these projects, man, get as much content as you can, especially if you are a business owner, because that allows you to market yourself on different platforms and different places because you have um, content to put out, and then people love watching videos. So it's like all right, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm going to put a lens on this. It's a 24 millimeter, so I want to put a filter on there. I got to really careful when I'm shooting inside with the filter. So we have the 24 millimeter that I marked. Let's go ahead and make sure we get this clean. Always clean lenses. Always. I got to find that white. Oh, yeah, I found it. All right, so let me make sure I'm not on. Yeah, ain't nobody into here. All right, so we make sure we clean our filter. Filter. Clean the lens first. I love these. Some of my filters was a game changer, especially the Altura. This is an ND filter that I put over the lens, especially since the ceremony and the reception is going to be outside. So we got our plate at the bottom for the DJI. And then since I'm shooting film, I got two cell phones for my business, or just personal and business, and making sure I'm mixing up. But since I'm shooting live on this phone, I make sure I use my business phone to work the app for this, so I can make sure I balance this out. I have no idea what this is supposed to be on. I wonder if it's, no, it ain't that far. I'm gonna test it out though. So next, after I get the Ronin on there, or the Sony on there, I do love running and gunning. That's like my favorite thing. So I'm gonna make sure I connect the um, receiver to the top of the camera for my mics. And then we're gonna finish building out my set that I use for weddings. This is my rig, my my rig that I use for weddings. I love building this. It's so essential building this. You have the right rig built, and you set yourself up for success for the shots that you want, right? I'm not a big fan of camera shakiness, but that's just my style. Especially with weddings too, you want to be able to capture things smoothly because of the personal touch that it brings to the videos when the editors go to edit, or when you edit it. So, and, some people like the degular. So, but that's just me. That's just my personal style. So next we have our Godox monitor. I'm gonna attach this to the side of the gimbal. I'm just not trying to be liable for that. It's a wicked game. Hey, we vibing, y'all. Still we play, yeah. So next I need to get my micro USB to go from the camera to the monitor. So we're connecting from here to here, and I gotta find that. This is my handy dandy cable bag. Handy dandy cable bag. Oh, it's a wicked game. Still we play. Still we play. Oh man, it's deep. Or did I put it? I think I might have. Yeah, that's crazy because I specifically took it out because I knew I was going to be using it. And I put it in a specific spot because I knew that was going to be the first thing I had to grab. Well, while we're at it, let's grab our first memory card of the day. I have 4 of these, 464 gigabytes. I know that's trash. So I should get a bigger memory cards. But I got 4 right now, so I'll be all right. All right, we got our memory card in. Again, I formatted all my memory cards before I started. I need to find that cable. It's a wicked game. Always bring your chapstick because, y'all, my lips be ashy. I don't know about you, but always bring your chapstick. I'll be using my breathing techniques when I be walking. This setup be like 50 pounds, man. All right, yeah, we got to find that wire. Hey, what's up? We got to use the wire. I need my HDMI to go to my monitor, and then to the camera. Hopefully, I didn't leave it at the office. What's going on? Talk to me. Happy Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Happy Friday. Yes, sir. Where is... Hey, y'all, I think I left my wire.
Streaming?
Yeah, on YouTube. Gotta show the folks how to get the setup going. Damn. I'm the only videographer, so
This is the
8. I hope it's 8. That'd be far if it was 8, but I don't think it said 8 on there for me.
Mine's only 6.
Oh,
Eight.
I would absolutely. Hey, y'all, guess what? I found my fucking cord. Man, let's go. Always be prepared. If you always, what they say? If you always prepared, you never. If you're always something, some shit like that. I don't know, but we just vibing today. We gonna have a good day today, y'all.
I'm an Eagles guy. Be prepared for my thing.
That's smart, man. Checklist. You see, I got my batteries numbered. So just stuff like that. If you are prepared and organized before the day of, that just sets yourself up for success. And then you're not fumbling through the wedding when something surprises you. You already ready for the surprise because you already got you got your checklist ready. You got everything set. Like in weddings, shit happens. Let me tell you, if you ain't never shot a wedding before, shit motherfucking happens. And shit is gonna motherfucking happen.
Show you something.
Yes.
This is what helps me be prepared.
Okay, then.
Memory foam.
Hey, y'all. Let me show you the fire ass setup we have. Go ahead and introduce
Mitch.
Let's go. Mitch is here. Photography. He's an amazing photographer. Worked with him before. This is like, I don't know how many weddings we've done together, but this is what we do. But let me go ahead and show y'all his thing.
This is what I love. It helps me so I know I'm not missing anything. I actually got it double layered.
Ooh, I can turn the camera. Cool. Oh, that's custom made?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So I got.
Oh, man. Hey, y'all. Organization on 10. I am actually really jealous of what he just pulled out. Like, that shit was fire. And being me, I forgot my $200 utility cart that I bought from Lowe's the other day. Like, how did I forget a $200 cart that I bought purposely for weddings? I just don't get it, man. But or again, organization is key. But again, let's go back to the setup because I'm not finished. But I do again. I always come in an hour early, get my shit out, get my content off because people need to see the content. That's how we grow as businesses. That's where how we're able to gain more weddings because more people know about us. The less people that know about us, the more people don't. The less money we make, right? The less fun we get to have because this shit is fun at the end of the day. I love doing this shit.
People you get to meet, stories you get to share. Oh yeah, I love it.
Man. I always, every single wedding, I'm like 30 for 30. I get somebody to cry in an interview. I'm like 30, I'm really 30 for 30. Every single, it's a mom, it's a sister, it's a brother, but just being able to have those memories to look back on as a couple, and that's something that you're not expecting because most couples, I'm gonna be honest with you, most couples do not even request for interviews. So I make sure I go out of my way. I go out of my way. Like out of my way to make sure I get some type of confessional or testimony because it brings life to the videos that you guys are paying for. Like this shit is not cheap. You feel me? This is expensive, right? We got expensive taste and we make expensive shit. But that shit, it looks good and it's paying for quality. Yes, like man. But anyway, back to the setup. We got our filters on. Make sure when you add filters to the front of your camera, you make sure you wipe your lens on the inside and you make sure you wipe both sides on the filter, right? Always, always wipe your lens. It's very, very important. All right, y'all. So we got the HDMI. We got audio hooked up. So next, I'm going to attach our battery to the monitor. Let me send this live to one person real quick, y'all. Oh. Okay. So back to what I was saying. We are looking for this battery. I actually am like really lacking because I really need to buy a second one of these. Because I usually like I have my monitor on quite a lot throughout the um just the wedding day. So just being able to have that extra power. Because the no offense against the battery, but it kills off pretty fast. So let me go ahead and get this balanced, y'all. Actually, let's unlock. So make sure you unlock all your gears on your Ronin before you use it. We are going to attempt to balance this out. Not attempt, we will. So I need this balanced in order to use it. Okay. Looking pretty decent. So again, I make sure all motors are unlocked. I turn on the power. Gonna hear your beep. Then you go to the app. I'm gonna show you guys the app. It's called DJI Ronin. So I go to motor parameters and then make sure it says gimbal not connected. So I make sure I turn on my Bluetooth and my Wi-Fi just in case, so I can make sure I connect the app to the Ronin so we can balance it. All right, it says it's connected now, and then we're gonna hit auto tune. Now watch the gimbal. It's gonna attempt to balance itself out, and you'll see the updates. All right, where we at, y'all? 75%. It's almost done. It's still all three motors is working. All three motors is working. Because in order for the smoothness of the video to happen, all three of these motors have to be balanced. Without no balance, it's going to be looking all like this and shaking and stuff. So you got to make sure you balance all three of your motors. So after we balance all three motors, I triple check. Okay. Make sure all my motors are working fine. I'm actually going to show you guys the controller. Here's the controller here. Okay. And this is the shots that I'm going to specifically get for the gimbal is going to be this table shot. I need to get some smooth shots of that. Need to get the intro of this and make sure I try to get the reception area. And then I think the ceremony is going over there. So make sure you grab all of that while you can as B-roll. Use that B-roll. Give it to the editors. You got to give great footage. Great videos come from great teammates working together. And when you're able to get the collective to agree with what type of shots that you need, they love my work, so they keep paying me. So I'm gonna keep getting better because I want to get more wetness, right? And I love doing this. On top of that, like I really, really love doing this. So now that we have that said, I am going to do a test shot. So I make sure my uh, aperture is in place for where I want to shoot. I'm gonna make sure my ISO is set as well, and then I am going to make sure my exposure is not too off. Like if you see this background, the sky, this is like super overexposed based on this camera, and that's too bright. So that's what I mean by it's too overexposed. When you can't even, it's just way too bright in the back. You want to turn that down, it makes it a little bit dark. But since I am shooting an S-Log 2 for the A7R2, it's going to be easier to color grade. But that's about it, guys. 20 minutes. Hope you guys learned something today. Again, we're shooting a wedding. I showed you guys how to set up the cameras. Always get here out early and always make sure you guys are prepared. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.